Welcome back. The Pentagon says artificial intelligence will be a force multiplier for the department. Some outside experts believe, though, that AI can present another type of multiplier. Garrett Lee is Regional Vice President for Public Sector Sales at Broadcom Enterprise Security Group. Garrett, welcome. Thanks for joining me. You wrote recently about the risk multiplier effect of AI. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly AI is now becoming part of infrastructure. It is inevitable that our U.S. government puts it to good use as a force multiplier. But the cautionary moment for us all is how those models interact with data. And AI doesn't necessarily introduce new vectors of threat, it amplifies existing vectors. So how that data, it's fed into models, how it comes back, how it's fed into models as prompts, how it comes back as results, what is allowed to be used, which models are acceptable for use, and how do you build the guardrails and governance to support responsible AI adoption.
You said something there that I think is really important, because for a long time I've asked questions about AI regarding the infrastructure for it. Mm-hmm. You're now proposing that it's part of the infrastructure now. What's the implication of that for the way that you then look at risk governance for this new infrastructure that now includes AI?
Yeah, it's an expansion of an attack surface, effectively. It means the way that data interacts with these models needs to be, you need visibility to it, you need to be able to govern that, you need to make sure that at any moment you have an audit trail to understand and tune how AI interacts with the data in the environment. The federal government operates a lot of sensitive information, whether it's classified, whether it's CUI, controlled unclassified information, PII, PHI, law enforcement data, export control data. There's a tremendous volume of sensitive data flowing through our federal government at any given moment. How the AI tools interact with that data is a decision that needs to be made very, very carefully and then governed through the use of tools like a data loss prevention capability.
Who are the most important people to be at the table for those discussions in your view?
Yeah, I think it's, well, we've got chief data officers now. You'll be speaking with them shortly. These folks need to be reminding all levels of government how to operate with the data and make decisions about how to safely adopt AI in such a way that it doesn't erode public trust or further amplify existing cyber risks.
You've got a list of 5 things that you wrote about here about how data protection governance enables AI adoption instead of preventing it.
Yep.
Identifying sensitive data, monitoring AI tool usage, enforcing data protection policies, maintaining compliance, providing governance visibilities. How does one know that one is engaging in all of the right activities to see all 5 of those benefits that you described?
Well, there are certainly tools that can help organizations and government agencies safely adopt AI by putting those guardrails in place, by making sure that data protection strategies aren't just theoretical or on paper, that they're part of how AI is adopted, and these decisions are made in real time as the tools are adopted for making good use of AI.
The fact that these are real-time tools kind of anticipates my next question, which is, are we far enough along in the AI progression now that there are markers for people to tell we're on the right track instead of waiting till they get to some end state or some milestone and saying we're really kind of off the mark?
Yeah, it's never too late to start. I mean, whenever we sit down with organizations and review their current AI adoption, they're always surprised by how much shadow AI is in use. And how their data interacts with those models is also somewhat surprising in many respects, despite best efforts to secure and control the use of AI and how it relates to the data. So I think it is an area that is never too late to start, and building toward a phased approach that lands in a secure by design adoption of AI, where data is classified. You're consistently discovering what's there, analyzing the context, and making real-time governance decisions that these tools can provide to put in the control and the continuous monitoring.
We have about a minute left. You used the term shadow IT. Are you referring to, or shadow AI, are you referring to it in the same way we used to talk about shadow IT, where somebody would stick a server on the under the desk and the CIO would find out about it later?
Most certainly, yeah. We see AI usage that wasn't necessarily sanctioned, left and right. And most inadvertent data leakage through AI is just that. It's inadvertent, it's accidental. It's it's sensitive information being entered into a prompt, or a model being trained on sensitive information that it should never be able to put out as an output. These are areas that can be governed, and these are big governance wins that can be put into place with data loss prevention, for example.
Garrett, it's great to have you here. Thanks for being on the program today.
My pleasure.
You can read more about AI on today's show page at fedgovtoday.com. Up next, a new generation of AI at the Pentagon. FedGov Today with Francis Rose. We'll be right back.